Learning Objective D wants us to interpret row and percent column tables. So the first thing you want to know is which one are you dealing with. Now on our slide here, it actually says percent or column percent and row percent. Typically they don't tell you. You just actually have to look at it. So again, we have there our Titanic data that we're used to looking at. And if you look at this, they're saying it's columns. So if you look at the column here for first class, we can tell it's a column percent table because 62 plus 38 is 100. Again, if you look at the crew, you'll see 24 and 76 is 100. So the totals were done by percentages. How they got the total, for example, of 24%, they did 212 divided by 885. Now the second one here is a row percent, so let me show you. If we look at the row, there's 711 people in total in this row. How did they get 30%? Well, 212 divided by 711. They did that for all of these. If you add up all four percentages, it will be 100%. So the question here, what does the 17% represent in the table, which is right here? That percent is of the people that survived, what percent was in second class. So here's an example of where they're not going to tell you if it's a row or column percent table. Here we have fifth grade students in a school. They were surveyed about their favorite book series. Here's what they did. The two variables they're using are gender and then the book that you liked. So we have here the boys and what percent liked Harry Potter and so forth. So the first thing is this a column or a row percent table? Well, look at it. If you add up these columns, does that equal 100%? It doesn't, so this is a row table. So if you add this, that's 100%. So this question says, what does the 23% represent? So 23% represents, of all the boys, it's the percent that liked Lemony Snicket. Okay, part B, which is larger, the number of boys who preferred Animorphs or the number of girls who preferred Lemony Snicket. So the boys in Animorphs is right here. The girls in Lemony Snicket is right here. Now the question is which is larger, and they're talking the numbers. These are percentages. So we have to figure out how we can get a number count. As of now, there's not enough information to figure this question out. I need to know how many boys there were in total, and I need to know how many girls there were in total to figure out a count. So we can't do part B. So knowing that, they're now going to give us more information. Okay, what if there were 500 boys and 400 girls? So for the Animorphs and for Lemony Snicket, we can compute that. So for the boys, I'm just going to say there were 500 boys. I want 15% of that. You guys, 15% of means multiply. So if you multiply that, that's 75 boys. Now for the girls, we're going to do the same thing. There were 400 girls. 28% of them preferred Lemony Snicket. That's 112. So the answer here is clearly going to be the more girls preferred their book.